Hello! I unfortunately have a whole pile of books on my throne here, so let me move these so that I can sit down for this little clip. Because I'm starting this vlog right, I'm starting with a little Halloween candy. So we are the 3rd of October and I have decided that I will still vlog in October. It is a Friday, so it is the perfect day for me to start vlogging because, as September's taught us, I only vlog in the weekend apparently. This is somehow super difficult to unravel. But yes, we have entered into October, we have entered into spooky season. I have got a ton of books that I want to read in October, and I have found out that basically almost none of them are on Storytel, so for almost none of them I have access to the audiobook, which is a big problem because that means that a lot of my page count cannot come from audiobooks. And last month I definitely survived. We're doing it a different way. We're cracking into this one way or another. Ta-da! Last month, a lot of my page count came from the commute to work and back, listening to audiobooks while cooking, and all those types of things. I have one book that has an audiobook for it, but I also want to read along with that one more than I did last month. So it is a problem. I have so far read one book this month, which was finishing up The Lives of Prague by Nicole Jarvis. Really enjoyed that one. Vampire book set in Prague. And I have now started a new audiobook, but it's not on my TBR at all. But yes, okay, I guess we can fit in more horror books this way. But it's gonna have to come at the cost of other books, right? I mean, I don't see how I'm gonna keep up with the schedule without audiobooks. So we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Unlike the month of September, I am definitely prepared for this TBR to fail more because, it'll probably have to, I went so deep in September that I'm anticipating a little bit of a burnout when it comes to reading in October. So yeah, I have started This Wretched Valley. I don't remember the author anymore, but this is a mystery thriller book in which a group of people go into this country to find a new wall for them to climb. But we, as a reader, know from the beginning that they don't make it back. They find the corpses of 3 of them, and the 4th one is missing. And so we go back in time past that first initial initiation to figure out what actually happened to them. And then aside from that, I've also yesterday started my reread for The Silver Blood Promise by James Logan, which is a fantasy book that I'll talk about more in a later update. But yes, I am gonna just dive a little bit into this little stick, just eat the Frankenstein's monster's hands, and then I'll stop it because I have KFC on the way to me actually. Hello! Ta-da! What do we think? Are they nicely in frame? Yes or not? I got 2 new, I got these mushroom felt decorations a little bit earlier from the Dilla and Camilla, but this moth bunting was in the new Lumen Crate box. So yeah, I just decided to finally hang these up. So let me know what you think of the result. Hello, it is Wednesday. We have passed the 1 week mark and I am super behind. So I am about halfway to, not even, the page count that I needed to be at. So yeah, we are running far and far behind, and let's see if we can still turn it around this month, but it's looking not that great. But you know, like, it's still the first week. There is still time, of course. There's more time to still catch up than there was to get this far behind. So hopefully we can still turn things around. But so yeah, I've been starting more stuff. This week I've basically been scattering across multiple things, but I did still finish a book. I finished This Wretched Valley, which is a horror story about a group of people. Two of them are completing a dissertation and the other one is a up-and-coming new climber, and basically one of them wants to do his thesis on a new, using a certain technology to find new climbing spots. And so he has this technology that found this one place in the US where there is supposedly like a giant rock face that has never been explored before. And so they go into the woods to try and map it and for this one climber to climb it. However, the weird things start happening as soon as they're in the forest. The people around the forest were also already warning them that, you know, like, people go missing over there. And so yeah, things start happening. They start seeing things and it's unclear to them whether what they're seeing is something that they're imagining or whether it's actually happening. So this is a book full of sort of like eerie vibes, full of like, is something going on? What is going on? Ultimately for me it was too much sort of like not enough was happening. It was too much sort of like, okay, eerie vibes, spookiness, but not enough horror, I guess, for what I think I like more. But I think this month is going to be also a little bit of an experiment in finding out what I do like in horror, because it's not a genre that I dive into a lot, neither in the cinema form nor in book literature form. So yeah, it's not that I really know what I fully like in this genre. So this month will be a month for me to give multiple things a go and try and figure out what is working in them, and maybe be able to steer my choices a little bit more in the future to find the ones that really work for me. But so yeah, I think I'm just gonna round it off here. And yeah, this first week was not that successful. I will say page count wise, I definitely did get more or less to the page count I needed. It's just that This Wretched Valley, for example, is a book that's not on that TBR, so it was not counting for that. And I have now purchased the audiobook for one of the books that is actually on my TBR, so that at least when I'm going to work I can now listen to that audiobook, and at least my commute time can count towards my daily page goal, rather than having to do the full daily page goal outside of the commute. But so yeah, that was it for the first week of October. Aside from the fact that I'm hopelessly behind, I have had a good time with my reading this week, and I have enjoyed taking it a little bit more easy. But actually I don't even think I took it that much more easy. I still read over 800 pages in 7 days, so I mean, I still read quite a fair few this week. But so yeah, I'm gonna round it off here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys for the next one. Bye!